Hello, everybody. We are over the hump. It's Thursday. I'm shaking my computer. There we go. So this is Tipsy Shaker, hence the lovely video shot there. I keep talking about coffee drinks, so I wanted to do a coffee drink today for you. The classic Irish coffee. My Jameson, because I still have tons of Jameson. The Irish coffee comes in these cool mugs. See those? If you can get your hands on those, it just makes it fun. It's an official little glass. You serve it in glass because it winds up looking really pretty. It's like the Guinness of coffee because it has the little white top and it's very cute and it's very strong. And I bet most of you think pouring Baileys into your coffee makes it an Irish coffee, and you'd be wrong. It makes it a Baileys and coffee. So have that if you'd like. But if you want the real deal, we're going to do that. It's very simple. You need brown sugar, a little bag of soft brown sugar. You need heavy cream. You need Jameson or Bushmills. Only Irish whiskey on this one. Do not do bourbon. Do not mix it up. Don't do scotch. Any other flavor will taste really gross. So only Irish whiskey. Promise me. You do Tullamore Dew. That's a fun one. It's just fun to say. And then you do coffee. I did a Keurig pod into a little thing so that it's a nice little single serving of coffee. But if you want to do a pot, that's a good idea for if you have a lot of people who need boozy coffee. So you start with your glass and sugar. And you really just do a scoop of brown sugar in a teaspoon or in a spoon and put it in the bottom. Remember, it just is to taste. It's however sweet you want it. But brown sugar can be really strong and sweet. So, don't overdo. That's a pretty solid serving I just did there. You're going to do a shot of whiskey. If you do a little shot glass and it makes you feel better, that's okay. Don't worry about that. But I'm just going to pour. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. I kind of did a light one on that, but that's because hot coffee brings out all the alcohol and it just goes right to your head. So, plus you kind of want this to taste nice. You don't want it to be too strong. Swirl the whiskey and the sugar together. That sugar is going to melt in the coffee anyway, but this way you have it kind of pre-mixed. And then you're going to do your coffee on top. It's going to smell amazing. So you're going to pour your coffee, leaving about an inch on the top because that's going to be our cream. You're going to take your heavy whipping cream. I think you can do half and half, but it won't float the same, so you really want whipping cream. You're not going to do a whole bunch, but you're going to whip it. Whip it good. So just kind of beat it a little. It needs to be ice cold because if it's not going to float on the hot coffee. Just be nice and thick. Bubbly. You think about things while you're doing this. Think about what your next job will be when you get back to work. All right, I'm going to pour this on top, and it should float. And if it doesn't float, I'm a scam. You can pour it over a spoon too. That's how you do it with like other things. There you go. Look at that. So that is an Irish coffee. My son just came in and needed to ask me a question. Sorry about that. Isn't that pretty? It looks like a Guinness. That's why it's like the best. So you sip, and as you sip, everything just comes right up through. You got a little cream mustache. Oh, that's so good. It's perfect. You guys will really like it. It's that brown sugar makes it really, really tasty, and the whiskey makes it tasty. So that is a traditional Irish coffee. I'm gonna get to the weird booze today, and I have been thinking about this one for a while because it's really weird. Okay, it's not really weird. It's probably normal to a lot of people in the world, but to me, I've never had it. I believe you pronounce it Kway Chow Mutai. There you go. You see that? It's from my friend Eric, who says that it's fun to take out and sip every now and then, but he can't imagine mixing it. They got it as a gift. And let's see. So the description of the alcohol actually says it's revered Chinese liqueur. It is primarily consumed as a celebratory drink, and it tastes like soy sauce, pear, walnut, and almond. So that's a weird flavor to mix. Obviously, my first thought was put that in a Bloody Mary, because that's what I think about everything. But the more I thought about it, the more I thought, I've been talking about beer cocktails a lot. What if you tried that, like a shot of that in a Tsingtao? So that's a light Chinese beer, like a lager. And you do the shot, pour the beer over it so it kind of mixes, and then a dash, I'm thinking a dash, of like Bloody Mary mix. So it's kind of a bloody beer. I don't know how to say that in Chinese, but that would be cool. So I feel like that might actually taste good because the light beer, Tsingtao is a tasty, nice, refreshing beer too. So, and it's not too hoppy. It's just a, summertime beer. So that might actually bring the flavors out and taste good, and could be fun, like to make an actual drink out of that alcohol. I could be terribly wrong, so that might actually not be good, but you can let me know. Then we also have, because some people just gave me one booze piece. We have the next one. It's actually from my friend Lisa, who I already did your bar, but you did send that you have pickle vodka. And pickle vodka is amazing. You should make a martini. You really should. You should do a pickle-tini. Do little gherkins, or gherkins are sweet, so do little baby dills for the garnish. Or you could do the Gibson, the onions. I would mix that with dry vermouth as we do the martini, like I showed you, but maybe a little regular vodka too, just because pickle might be really strong if you don't want all that pickle flavor. Or again, you had said you were interested in a Bloody Mary. That sounds cool in a Bloody Mary. So pickle vodka in a Bloody Mary. Or also in like a Corona. Go support Corona and buy some beer because I think it's on sale right now. But that would be kind of cool because a lot of people put shots in Corona. I don't know if you know this, but people drop a shot into Corona all the time. Tequila, vodka. So pickle vodka might actually be really good. For some reason, that particular beer mixes well with liquor. So make a little Corona-tini, And then the next one from my friend Lori, she has Cuervo mango margarita mix and amaretto, which honestly, if you mix those two, does your mango margarita mix have tequila in it already? Oh, it does, ready to drink. So what you do with that, you pour your Cuervo over ice. You do a floater, and a floater, really, if you just tip it onto the side of the glass and pour real gently, almost like we did with because that cream, that's a floater too. Amaretto should float because it has a higher sugar content. I think that's why. And it'll float on top of the margarita, hopefully. And then you sip it. That would be fantastic. You can do so much with amaretto. It's the most versatile, wonderful mixer. Not mixer, it's a liquor, but you can drink it straight. You can mix it with everything. Like, it's really great in Long Island iced teas. It makes it actually taste more like a tea. It's fantastic in margaritas because it gives it a sweet that it doesn't normally have. You can mix it in frosting and put it on cupcakes. I mean, it is awesome. So I think you should float it. If you're having trouble, you can always let me show you here. See if I can show you on a glass. The way you do it, this is my sugar spoon. You put your spoon right inside the glass, like so, like that, where it's touching the other side of the glass, and then you just pour. So this will be sitting down, so you can use this hand. You'll just pour the booze on the big fat part of the spoon, and it rolls down and floats onto the top of the drink. That's how you float anything. That's how you float Baileys on top of things in a shot, so that you get those little layered shots that are really pretty. I should try and do a layered shot for you. That would be kind of fun. I don't have enough weird stuff here. I got to do a grocery trip again. So I will go hit up and get some weird layering liquors, because that could be really fun to do. I think that does it, guys. I think that's it. It's Thursday. Tomorrow is Margarita Friday, and I got a request for a skinny margarita, so I'm going to work on that tonight. I'm actually going to do something really fun from I went to college in basically a border town, so I spent some days in Mexico, and I'll give you my favorite margarita recipe, which is like 0 calories, mostly because you would dance for 10 hours after you drink them, but this one will be great. So I'll work on that for tomorrow because it's Margarita Friday. And otherwise, you guys enjoy your night. Maybe make one of these in the morning or sip one tonight, either way. Time is a flat circle right now. We're not constrained. Good luck, everybody. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.